right, I have seen a ghost. I have a ghost. We're gonna be a first look at the new Lowrance Ghost trolling motor right here on the front of my new Bass Cat Eyra. I just got this thing installed, and here we go. I'm gonna drop it in here for the first time. I am hoping it works here. Let's see what happens. I know I've got it all hooked up properly. The lights are on. Very easy to pick up, and it definitely goes down very easy. So we're gonna just come on up here and we'll take a look at it. You're just gonna move it back and forth. You can hear the motor moving in there just a little bit. It's not any louder than the Ultrex, which I've had the last number of years. But man, it's got some juice on it. I was just on 5 and it was pulling us around. Definitely not a big transition. There's no cables in there, and it feels like there's cables. It's kind of odd. I would say that there's not cables, but it feels like there's cables. That's kind of the first thing I'm thinking and feeling here. There's going to be no transition on this trolling motor for me, because I haven't the Ultrex the last 3 or 4 years. I don't see any transition period. And then here's the I've already got live sight hooked up on it. I've got the live sight image right here on this the live 12 over here. This is the transducer that's built into the face of it. I have not touched any of this. This is just straight up stock. I have not even messed with it. I don't have anything, set up even over here. I don't have a map in there. I haven't even zoomed in. I mean, this is literally the first time I've turned it on, and so it's kind of, I'm gonna crank this thing up and see what kind of juice she's got in her. I'm gonna crank her on up to the max and make sure it's pointed in the right direction so it doesn't throw us out of here. Holy smokes, that's some juice right there. It's rolling. I mean, it's already 2.8 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, 3.1, 3.2 miles an hour. That is rolling for a trolling motor, boy. 3.3 miles an hour for this thing right here. Wow. 3.4 miles an hour is what it got up to. It'd probably do even a little faster than that, but that is absolutely hauling butt for a trolling motor. Wow. That is really cool. If you're wanting to shoot across the cove with your trolling motor, this is hands down the fastest trolling motor I have ever had on a bass boat. I have seen 3 miles an hour out of a trolling motor before. I think it was out of an Ultrex when I had the Lithium Pros. That's another part of the keys. I've got Lithium Pros batteries in the back. Absolute juice fest back there. Plenty of that going on. But I'm gonna spin it around so we can kind of get into the wind a little bit, and I'm gonna see if this anchor feature. So I just hit the anchor feature. We were drifting forward, so it's backed us up. You can't even hear the motor. You can hear that motor that's doing the steering, but I cannot hear anything on the motor itself. Pretty cool. It did a good job of stopping us, bringing us back. It's not shooting us all over the place. We are absolutely exactly where I hit that thing, and it is not jumping around. Honestly, I'm very glad to see that. I really like the way that this anchor feature is working. It is connected to the 0.1 antenna, which is a directional antenna as well on for the Lowrance. It comes with it. It comes with the trolling motor. It connects in there, and then it connects with all your units as well. That's one of the cool features about it. But here I'm going to show you a little more up close on this thing. We're just going to go ahead and we'll take it off the anchor, and I'm going to boogie on. There she goes in the water. Just cooking like Crisco. So there it is, the first look at the Lowrance Ghost trolling motors. My first drop, first experiment, first time hitting the anchor button, which I am really happy with the way that anchor button turned out. I'm on Smith Mountain Lake here in Virginia. There's no grass. I would go blazing through some grass if we had some, just to test that out. But I already talked to my buddy Ish Monroe, and he said grass is not a problem for the Ghost. It absolutely thrashes any grass that it comes near. It zips right through. He is really happy about that, because that is one of the best grass fishermen in America. And I'm glad that worked out. But as you can see, I've got the two units up here, and then the cables all fit in here, in this right here. All the wires, all the cables, and it's very neat. It's attached to the side of the bracket, and it stays neat and compact. It's not hanging over your over top of your screens or any of that kind of stuff. I really like that. I put the TH Marine troll jacket on there because I ran wires for the live site transducer, and I ran wires for the Hydrowave, the TH Marine Hydrowave up there. Always got that on my trolling motor, and so that's why I threw the jacket on there. Pull it up, and as you can see, there's one little push. It goes down and locks in. It's got this aluminum. This is an aluminum, so it's not going to bend. It's not plastic where you're going to get anything. I mean, that thing is it's solid as a rock. It's not going to jump around. It's got a strap that you can put on the front if you're in real rough water, but kudos to Lowrance. I think they did a pretty good job. Hopefully the test of time will also hold up for the Ghost, so we'll see what happens on the 2020 Bassmaster Elite Series with the old Ghost.